with another video. So before I get this video started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't already, please do so. And if you haven't looked at my other videos, please go check this out. Go check the other ones out. So anyways, this video is gonna be like, you know, me just driving out, just getting off from work. I have a video about how I deal with anxiety. So this is something new that has been occurring with me. So I want to share with others on how can you cope with anxiety, or like tell you how I deal with my anxiety to help me get it better, how do I just deal with it overall. So anyway, so I started having anxiety, I would say, in July. But mind you, I did have anxiety before, like 3 years ago when my grandmother had passed. So that was like, you know, that's something common that people go through when somebody passes away, significant other passed away, anybody in their family. But I don't know how other people, you know, have anxiety going through like somebody had died, but I had it. That's the very first time I had anxiety, was when my grandmother passed. But after that, I haven't had it since. So like this year, it just started. I had it very heavy. When I mean very heavy, as to it was going very strongly. I didn't know how to control it, and my breathing was like, you know how your fight or flight, you know, them little things that they, you know, that they talk to you about in school. So your flight and flight, you know, is like going off. So mine was like that, and I was like, I guess I could say nervous or getting scared, I don't know. But my breathing, I couldn't breathe, and I was feeling hot everywhere in my body, heart racing fast, and like shit. So I didn't know what to do and how like to go about it. And so like, okay, that was the first episode I had that was heavy. Then the second episode, it was also like that too, and I was also getting scared, didn't know what to do. But this time it was like I was feeling like heavy on my chest too much. I would walk around trying to keep my mind off things, but I noticed me as a person, how I am, I always overthink stuff. This is just me. I always been like this before the anxiety, before anything. I always tend to overthink anything. Like if, say, for example, if I have something in my mind that I've been wanting to talk about to somebody, and it's been troubling me for some time now, like a situation or anything, and I don't get a chance to talk it out to that exact person that I have this issue with, I will tend to think about it over and over and over again. So that's how my anxiety also play a part in that. So this time, when the second time around, I had a lot of thoughts in my head. But it's not like a regular, you know, you think about something and then you don't think about it no more. No. Me, mine, like how it is now, it's like I'll think, but then it's like I'll overthink too much to the point where I can too in tune in my thoughts. Like I'll space out and then just thinking deep into it. And normally you don't supposed to do that. You don't supposed to be like so in tune in your thoughts. So that would trigger my anxiety. That's what happened in the second episode. So I was so like scared, same thing like the first time I had anxiety. And then the third time around, you know, it was just occurring in my chest and all that. And so the paramedics came out and it was just saying like, you know, maybe you should, you know, talk to a doctor about it, see about it, get help with it, because it seemed like, you know, I'm having too many episodes at one time, and I don't know what to do, like how to control it. So after that, I did make an appointment to a doctor with a therapist. And you know, therapists, they want to know everything about your love life, everything that happened basically within your life, to figure out why you have anxiety or what's the reason, you know, been talking to a therapist. I also have like close people that I do talk stuff out with, and yeah, so some people help me cope with my anxiety. They tell me I shouldn't be stressing. Don't stress. That's also another thing that plays a part of anxiety. Like you stress. Like if you stress too much, that will also make you overwhelmed to get into anxiety. So that's good. You got to have a good support system. So I do have a good support system that's on my team to help me cope with my anxiety. I don't go and tell everybody that I have anxiety because they're going to be like, what? You got anxiety? They don't know. You know, they don't really know, because I don't know how they will be supportive with it. That seeing me that I have anxiety. It's a certain amount of people that I told that I have anxiety. But I just don't go around saying, oh, hey, I got anxiety. Like, no, it's like certain people are in my circle that I do trust. I told them I have anxiety. And those are the ones that really, like, help me cope with my anxiety. Or, you know, even when I'm not even having it, and they can tell, like, if I'm hanging with them, they can tell, like, oh, what you thinking? What you thinking about? Like, you need to stop thinking. Like, they'll snap me out of that before I even get to the anxiety part. And so after the therapist, they gonna tell you, like, you know, maybe you should take some type of drugs for it, like depressants or anxiety pills or whatever. So I was like, how is that? Like, what do it do? Me, I don't take pills at all, even if I'm sick, or if I got back pain or like something hurting in my body. I don't take no type of aspirins for nothing. Even if I have a headache, I don't take any aspirins. I used to deal with that, but now I don't, because I want to deal with it the natural way. I want it to go away on its own. So I just was curious and asked, like, how is it? Like, do you supposed to take it every day? How does it work? She told me if I have an episode, take it. Like, every time I have anxiety, I will have to take it. But I said no. I don't want to deal with taking drugs. So that's what I told her. So she said, okay, well, it's okay, but it's always available if you want it. But even to this day, even if I talk to her on the phone, like have our little appointment sessions, I still do not want to gravitate into taking no type of drugs for it, because I feel like I can like control it. I want to control it on my own before it gets to that point. Maybe to a point where I don't know how to do it and it gets too bad. Maybe, yeah, I would want to take something for it. But other than that, right now, no. Because I feel like right now I do have anxiety. Not right now at this moment. I'm saying like I still have anxiety, but it's not as bad how it was in the beginning. Because I feel like right now I'm controlling it. I'm controlling my breathing. That's another thing that you got to do to have anxiety. You got to control your breathing. Like, calm yourself down. You can't get too overwhelmed all the time. That's what I figured out too. I did all my research on that, and man, so I'm gonna tell you the other stuff I did. So you gotta take breathing exercises. You gotta like just basically relax. Like, can't think about nothing. Like, you can't just like whatever you've been thinking about like before, you can't do that anymore. You can't just keep thinking and thinking so much, because that will trigger it. And I listen to soft music, like classical music sometimes. And then the therapist told me, like, you know, I got Kaiser, so if you have Kaiser, you could download the Calm app. So that's what I did. I downloaded the Calm app, and that helps me out a whole lot, because I notice every time I have anxiety, it always be hard for me to go to sleep. So whoever have anxiety out there, they will relate that it does take them a while to go to sleep. And I noticed that too, that it takes me a while to go to sleep. So I'll be up, like sometimes it'd be 30 minutes for me to go to sleep, sometimes it'd be an hour, it depends. And when it happened like that, I listened to the Calm app, I closed my eyes, follow the instructions that they saying on the app, and yeah, so teas that can help with anxiety, like turmeric that helps you with anxiety, anything like chamomile that helps you with anxiety. I've been drinking that, and like ginger. Overall, ginger, you know, it helps you with anything in your body. So I take that with turmeric, and yeah, it makes me feel really good at night when I drink it. Even when I don't use the Calm app, I drink my teas every night and I go to bed like regularly. But only thing I don't like for the next day, everybody's different, so I don't know how people are the next day after they have their anxiety the previous night or day, how they feel. But me, I notice that when I have my anxiety the next day, I feel very fatigued, lack of energy, and it's like, it just feel weird, like my body still feel weird, like trying to bounce back into like getting back to normal. So it's like I don't want to really do anything, so it's like my energy is like off, and I try to like take it easy when I have them next days. I take it easy because I'm trying to get my body back to normal with the energy. I'm trying to do everything I can. So like that's the only thing I hate. And sometimes when I have my anxiety, I do feel sad. I feel really sad when I have my anxiety. Sometimes it makes me want to cry because like nobody don't understand like what you go through if you have anxiety. They don't know that type of feeling. And me, I be feeling sad with my anxiety. Like my mom, like I'm glad I have my mom to help me out with this anxiety, because it's like it's a lot for one person. If you don't have nobody there to help you deal with it, it's gonna be hard dealing with your anxiety. So I'm very like glad that my anxiety is not as bad to how it was before, because she's helping me with it when I have it. So when I have my anxiety, she's there, and it's like I cry to her like every time. It just makes me feel sad with my anxiety, because it's like, why do I have to go through this? Why do I have to deal with anxiety? And it makes me feel sad. Like I said, it makes me have a sad feeling on dealing with anxiety sometimes. And that's the part I don't really tell nobody that I be sad about. Only one person knows that I be sad and crying to them when I have my anxiety. One person knows. But everybody else, other than my friends, well, I lied. 2 people know that I cry when I have anxiety. I tell them that. But everybody else, all my other friends, no, they don't know that part, that I break down and I cry when I have my anxiety. Like during my anxiety, I cry. They don't know that. And that's the only thing I don't like, is feeling sad during that process. And it just take a toll on you. But other than that, you just gotta like, I'm still learning on how to deal with it. So it's like I'm just telling you the best from what I know, from what I experienced. It's just, you know, just do everything you can to try to deal with your anxiety. If you have to go through it, maybe it's this whole COVID shit that's going along in the world. That's also playing a part of people's anxiety. Maybe with mine, because at first my therapist asked me, is it because of the COVID? And I said no. But now since I think about it, and like all my jobs, like I have, my main job is like shut down, and I'm thinking about, oh, how can I get my money? How can I get back up to how I used to be? That also might have played a part of why I have anxiety. And I just now realized that, and I told her that. And she said that's understandable on why I could be having anxiety. But she thanked me that I'm dealing with my anxiety the best I can. Because some people, they don't know how to deal with it. That's what she told me. Like, people go through it like maybe like more than once every day, or they'll have it like maybe like every week, or 2 times within a month. Like it varies. So she always congratulate me every time, like when I talk it out with her. She always say like, I like how you deal with it, and going to work, going to school, you still managing to do your everyday stuff. But she always say I need to like take some time out to do some self-care for myself and what I like to do. Like just find things that I like to do that maybe keep my mind off of that, and maybe help me to not get anxiety. So that's pretty much this whole video is about. anxiety. And pretty much I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, everything that I say is not, I'm not educated on it. It's just stuff that I know from dealing with it from every time. It's like new things that I'm going through, so it's like I base it off of that, and that's what I'm telling you from my experience. So if this is helpful, if you like any of these type of videos, please comment down below, and I will love to give you more of these type of videos. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.